Okay, I'm in the Glastron 15-foot boat with the ePropulsion Navy 6, which is a 9.9 equivalent electric outboard motor. This is a 6 kilowatt electric outboard. Now, mathematically, 6 kilowatts equals 8 horsepower, but ePropulsion calls it a 9.9 horsepower equivalent. I cover this topic of horsepower equivalency in another video. I'll link that up here and in the video description. All right, let's see what our top speed is with the ePropulsion Navy 6 in this Glastron with just me on board. I'd say hang on, but there's no need to hang on. Got the speedometer app on my phone, and my ePropulsion display here on the dash will show me speed, and what we're going to do is see exactly how fast I can get this to go with just me in the boat. And what we'll do is we'll adjust our tilt and trim along the way to tweak out the very fastest speed we can. We're about 6.5 miles an hour right now. And we're not quite at full throttle. We're at 7 miles an hour. I'm just getting ready to pass the speed restricted zone. .3. Let's tweak this down and up a little bit. That's not helping. Oh, 7.5. And it says 7.7 on my phone. Running a full 6,000 watts, and yeah. 7.5, 7.7. So I'll be curious to see how the Momentum M10 works on this Glastron boat. It should be better suited for this boat. And who knows, maybe it's got enough power to actually get this boat up on plane. Because the reality is, I'm just plowing along in this boat where I'm only going 7.5 miles an hour. I'm not getting enough top-end speed out of the ePropulsion Navy 6 to be able to get this Glastron boat up on plane. And that's going to be the interesting thing to see, because if the Momentum M10 has enough momentum to get this up on plane, that'll be a game changer. Okay, so I'm out doing a top speed test of the Momentum 10 long shaft with remote steering, remote throttle, set up on the same boat that I had my ePropulsion on. This motor is supposed to be more powerful, so I have to wait till I get past my 6 mile an hour zone up here, and we're going to throttle it up. I don't know if you can see the throttle in here, but I don't have it very well mounted at the moment, and I actually have it switched backwards, so I have to pull back to increase my throttle instead of pushing forward, and the speed is not showing up on the display. But I've got my phone speedometer application open, and that's what I usually use to measure my speed, so that's what I used for the other motor. All right, let's give it some beans and see what we got here. All right, we're already going about 8 miles an hour. And there's 10 miles an hour. There's 13. We're full throttle. We're going 14 miles an hour right now. 14 and a half, and the boat is totally different. Yep, 14.5. Woo! Wow. So, yeah, we got up on plane because whenever I hit the tilt trim there, I could feel the angle of the boat change. Much faster. A little bit louder, much faster though. So here's my thoughts regarding this Momentum M10. It delivers. It is a louder motor than the ePropulsion Navy 6, but it's also a more powerful motor than the ePropulsion Navy 6. I've tested 1 kilowatt motors, which are the 3 horsepower equivalent, 3 kilowatt motors, which are 6 horsepower equivalent, 6 kilowatt, which is a 9.9 equivalent, and this is the first one I've tested that's definitely got some, it's got some power. It does get this boat up on plane a bit. I can feel the bow going down whenever I get up around 14 miles an hour. There's much more water spray coming out from the front of the boat. I'm glad I got the electric tilt trim plate because that really allows me to tune this thing in a bit. Woo. All right. So there you go. It's my second review of the Momentum M10. I like it. I think the one I have here is, it's an early version, it's a prototype. Maybe I wired something up wrong, that's why my speedometer is not working. So the Momentum M10 is almost twice as fast as the ePropulsion Navy 6. But let's hit on a few things. First of all, I have other videos about each of these motors, and I honestly like both of these motors a lot. I like them enough that I have affiliate links for both of these motors with discount codes for each. But let's look at some facts. Number one, the ePropulsion Navy 6.0 is an older motor. It has been around for a while, which means that it does have some history of being a reliable workhorse. And who knows, maybe it's going to be phased out soon and replaced with an upgraded model. But I don't know any of that for sure. Number two, it also is a 48-volt system that works with both ePropulsion batteries and third-party batteries. I'm running mine with a great big solid-state marine battery. But 48-volt batteries are very easy to find and very common nowadays, and used in quite a lot of electric outboard motors. Number three, it is very quiet. It's almost completely silent. I have no complaints about noise at any speed with this motor. Number four, at the time I recorded this video, it costs about $8,600 for this motor with the remote throttle and a powerhouse 173 amp hour battery. Number five, this motor tops out at around 7 miles per hour on my boat. Your mileage may be different. The Momentum M10, on the other hand, this is a very new motor that just came out, and it has some interesting features that the older Navy 6 does not have, such as being able to be removed from the transom mounting bracket. With a little care, you can actually just pop this motor right off of the transom mounting bracket, which is a neat feature. Number two, It is a 72 volt system that supposedly can work with other batteries, but I am running this one with their proprietary battery. But 72 volt systems are not nearly as common as 48 volt systems, however multiple batteries will get you there. It is louder and has some sympathetic vibration at certain speeds, but it is by no means a loud motor. Number 4. At the time of recording this video, the Momentum M10, configured with the remote throttle and the Momentum MB6 battery, costs about $11,500. And number 5. So, yes, it's about $3,000 more than the Navy 6, but it's so much faster, delivering essentially twice the speed. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.